4th and goal to go to the 2. 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. This is the play right now. Takes the snap. Targeted goes in. Targeted all alone. And the quarterback keeps. Wow, what a call. Nobody touched him.
Here is Jeff, the host of the Gridiron.
Welcome to the Gridiron, baby, and happy 4th of July to everybody. If you can give this video a thumbs up or maybe share this video, that would be absolutely freaking phenomenal. If you subscribe to my channel, thank you. If not, please go down below, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon. That way, next time I go live or if I put a video out, you'll be notified. And it's free of charge. What do you got to lose? It's totally free of charge. But if you are subscribed to my channel, thank you. If you want to help support my channel, that description box below, very top link, takes you to my membership page. I got 3 different membership levels. Each one has their own little perks to them. So once again, if you want to help support my channel, that would mean so much to me. And I thank you in advance. Thank you. And then finally, just underneath that, there's another link in there somewhere. It takes you to my Facebook group. It's called the New York Giants, the Gridiron. It's my Facebook group. We have over 9,800 members in the group. We're so close to 10,000 members. And it's doing simply marvelous, might I add. Basically, if I'm alive and breathing, and if I got internet access, I am putting stuff in this group during there 365. It's called the New York Giants, the Gridiron. It's my Facebook group. Please join it. You will not be dissatisfied. I promise. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, boy. Some things just, it's it is really just unbelievable. Once again, happy 4th of July, everybody. Happy. I hope you had off like I did today. It was a beautiful day outside, absolutely marvelous day. So happy 4th of July to everybody. So, but some things just, I tell you what, they sometimes just cease to amaze me. I mean, the guys like, unless, I don't know. He just didn't want to play for the Giants. I have no idea. I don't know. He's. I know that the guy obviously, and hopefully everything just stays the course. Apparently, the way he's going, with Darren Waller, apparently because substance abuse and alcohol. Hopefully, he's still staying free and clear of that stuff. Let's wish him nothing but the best, because that's not a road you want to go down. There's no winning in that. With the substance abuse and the alcohol, there's no winning. There's nothing good that's going to come from any of that crap. So let's hope, for his sake, that he's still staying clear of all that stuff and everything. But I don't. I mean, one respect, the Giants actually got something out of it. Now, obviously it was something really small. Now, if he had played last season, right, and then the Giants traded him away, I'm sure they would have got more. Because basically they're getting a 6th, but they're giving away a 7th. So it's like they're not really picking up a whole heck of a lot. If the Giants are picking early, right? You can almost look like it's all. I don't want to say it's almost a wash. Don't want to say that, but just say the Dolphins wind up doing okay. Say they sneak into the playoffs. They got pick number 22. Say the Giants stink. Be shocker there, right? And we say we're picking 10th again, or 10th. Just say, right? Means the Giants had the 22nd pick in round 6, unless the Dolphins had a different, 6th round pick or something to say whatever. I don't know. But the Giants would be picking, say, 22nd in the 6th round, and then the Dolphins would be picking 10th in the 7th round. So it's like it is what it is. But you'd be picking up like 18 spots, maybe 20 spots. It's, So, although, it's like, basically he was on the shelf. He was retired. So the Giants picked up a little something. Now we got 2 6th round picks. So I guess it's better than nothing. But I mean, you know what? I mean, the guy is now Miami's problem. Okay. I hope. It says it in the article. I can't because I mean, to try to keep up on all 32 teams, who's on what team, who got traded, who got cut, who got signed. I don't have the time. I don't have the. Some people do. God bless you. I don't have the time for that. So, but it says in this article they had just I think they either traded a tight end or they released one. I think it might have been traded. So, I mean, I hope the guy they traded. I mean, it wasn't really good because I mean, you're getting a guy, and he has injury problems too. Now, and according to the stuff I was reading, right, from last year, kind of some of it makes sense. Once again, this is the stuff I was reading, right, with his hamstrings, pretty much. He has some type of like nerve damage or something, according to the articles I was reading. And it's one hamstring or both of them or whatever it is. And it's apparently something like it's just not going to go away, from what I was reading. Okay. So the possibility with some type of hamstring issues might always be there with him. Okay. So now he missed a chunk of time with the Giants and it was like 5 games, pretty much like in the middle of the season. He played like 7, 8 games and he missed like 4, 5 games or so. Then he finished up playing the last 4 or 5 weeks or so. Okay. Might be the same thing with the Dolphins. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, I said, I hope the guy that I think that they traded away was not like some up-and-coming young star or something like that. I mean, because they're giving away somebody who could be around for a while, and they're bringing in somebody who could certainly, without question, make an impact and all that and everything. But, is he going to want to play? I mean, is he going to be down there? Oh, it's so hot here. What the fuck? Do it. What am I doing? You know what I mean? It's like, so I mean, unless he just, I mean, also to be fair to him, right? He got traded here. I mean, I don't think he went into the front office of the Raiders knocking on the door. Hey, I want out of here. Send me to a really crappy team. Right? Send me where it's cold and they stink. Right? Okay. So, and while he was here, okay, he seemed like nothing for the most part, nothing but a model, right, player. Seemed to say the right things and all that. Didn't cause any problems at all. Gonna be interesting to see. You don't know what, like as far as his injuries will be. It'd be interesting to see if he has any problems when he's with the Dolphins as far as hamstrings at all, because he did miss some time here. Now the thing is with a hamstring, it's not like a broken bone, right? You go in, you're holding your wrist or something like that, and they take an X-ray, put it up. Oh yeah, it's broken. Oh yeah. You're, I mean, hamstring. It's my hand. Yeah, I mean, they're not taking that. Oh yeah, we can see that. I mean, it's if he says there's some stiffness in there or something like that, right? Yeah, they hold you out, right? So, but also his contract with the Dolphins can be worth up to $5,000. I'm a freaking idiot. Let's try that again. Also, his contract with the Dolphins can be worth up to $5 million. There you go. I got the right dollar amount out that time. So, it's like, it depends upon how many catches he has, how many snaps he plays. So it'd be interesting to see if maybe some of those hamstring injuries aren't quite there. Because he was, pretty much like kind of guaranteed some certain amount of money with the Giants. Now he retired and the Giants still owe money. He's close to work like it's like 4.7 or 4.8 million in dead cap money this year, but at least after the season's over with. Next year, hopefully we'll benefit in the draft, right? By the swaps, the pick swaps that we got with the Dolphins. And his contract will be poof, no mas. Just like the Daniel Jones contract will be poof, no mas, right? So it's going to be interesting to see, if he winds up playing a lot. But I mean, he was just, I don't know. He was just at the Buffalo game. He said that they were, I guess, we're getting down toward the goal line or whatever it was, and he was like in the fullback, but it was maybe in the backfield, maybe blocking or something, which he did a lot of that in college. Right? I mean, he did a lot of blocking in college. And so he had to block a couple times, like maybe some type of fullback, position. And then he got on the sideline. It's like, what the good is this? It's called football, dude. So I don't know. I guess he thought he was, I don't know. He's not supposed to block. I don't know. So, but once again, he's now Miami's problem. So, but also you can also look at it too, right? Is if Darren Waller wasn't threatening to retire, blah 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 blah, maybe we wouldn't have drafted Theo Johnson. Right now, I'm not saying Theo Johnson's going to be able to replace Waller as far as his, the couple of seasons Waller had was, he had like almost 200 receptions. I think it says in this article, a couple articles I'm going to read there. 200 receptions back-to-back year. Combined in back-to-back years, he had like 12 touchdowns, but he had like, well over 1,000 yards receiving each season. So he had 2 really, really good seasons. So, but once again, now he's the Dolphins' problem. So, all right. So, a good old. But the Giants earned a solid grade after trading Darren Waller to the Dolphins. So basically, they got, they moved up in the draft a little bit, right, for basically a dead commodity. Somebody who wasn't playing for the Giants, he wants to come out, so the Giants wound up getting a little better of a draft pick. So, all right. But then a shocking development. Of course, this was a few days ago, though, too. Giants parted ways with a player they never thought they'd see again. Attempting a comeback after suddenly retiring last season, former Giants tight end Darren Waller received enough interest to generate a trade with the Dolphins. Giants gave up Waller and a 2027 7th-round pick in exchange for a 2026 conditional 6th-round pick. So, like if he only plays one game, I'm sure we're not getting the 6th-round pick. I don't know if how it works out. What the conditions are, but even though this is essentially a late pick swap, Giants are getting something for a player who already was on the retired list. When looking at grading each side of the deal, ESPN's Seth Walder gave the Giants a solid B grade. This was just a very late round pick swap and a deal worth up to $5 million. So we'll see what the real money ends up being, but it will likely be lower than that. For the Giants, this is found money under the couch cushion. It's not much, but it's better than nothing, which is true. Absolutely true. It is a bit peculiar that the Dolphins received a slightly better grade in the trade, despite the fact that they're acquiring a player who retired to pursue a rapping career. There's no doubt Waller was once one of the most dynamic receiving threats in the tight end position across the entire NFL, but those days are far behind him. In his only season with the Giants, Waller recorded 52 receptions for 552 yards and 1 touchdown. Now, he only played, I think, in 12 games. So basically, he had 4 receptions a game. So if he played the whole season, he would have had 65 to 70 receptions, which, he would have had, he would have had, 65 to 70 receptions. He was averaging 10 yards a reception. So he would have had 650, 700 yards receiving. So, hey. All right. But after trading away Jonnu Smith, they traded away Jonnu Smith. So let's hope, for the Dolphins' sake, that Jonnu is not a young, up-and-coming superstar. Because if they traded that dude away, Waller only plays one season. Basically, they just traded away some guy for almost nothing. But the Dolphins certainly needed to add to the tight end room. While it's difficult to fault the Giants for trading away a player they deem retired. And then we got, and this one here too, is Giants trading Darren Waller to the Dolphins after shock return from retirement. It's like, from the Giants' perspective, the less said about their trade for Darren Waller, the better. With the talented, troubled tight end seemingly retired, I figured that chapter was over and done with for the Giants. Lo and behold, there was a final move for the Giants with Waller. They traded him on Tuesday to the Dolphins. The Post confirmed, along with a conditional 2027 7th-round pick, in return the Giants get a 2026 6th-round pick. So their pick. So actually, they're trading away their 7th-round conditional or whatever in 2 drafts from now. The 6th-round pick, if they get it, is going to be next year's draft. All right. Waller, now certainly no longer retired, received a 1-year contract from the Dolphins worth up to $5 million. He turns 33 in September. Last June, Waller announced he was leaving football after 8 years in the NFL, saying the passion has slowly been fading. Sure. He was going through a divorce with Kelsey Plum. I mean, it's like, it's just, you can just see some people, as I said, once again, and I certainly don't want to make fun of anybody with, substance abuse or alcohol. I said, I wish him and everybody who has ever had a problem with that, nothing but the best going forward. I hope he never looks at another bottle of alcohol or even comes within a country mile of another substance, any type of drug, ever again, right? But, I mean, it's like, and he's married to Kelsey Plum, for about 42 minutes, and then they get divorced and they split up, and within like 42 seconds after they split up or whatever, he's putting out a rap song about how she stabbed him in the back, and he's walking on the beach, and then he falls over and he lands on the beach in the ground, and apparently there's like a knife sticking in his. I can't remember if he's bleeding out of his mouth. I don't know, but it's like, dude, it's like, what's wrong with you? I mean, it's like, that's what I mean. It's there's some problems there, really. I mean, it's like he's sitting on the sideline. He had to block a couple plays. Hey, dude, what is this? Are you kidding me? I'm blocking. Come on. I'm out of here. I'm retired. And he retires. I want to come. I mean, what is wrong with you, man? No, whatever. Once again, he's the Dolphins. So he went through the divorce with Kelsey Plum and indicated he was going to continue to pursue a music career as a rapper. This came as a little surprise to those who observed his lackluster one and only season with the Giants. Waller was acquired from the Raiders for a 3rd-round draft pick, with the Giants hoping the former Pro Bowler could add some juice to their passing attack. Giants were aware that Waller was injury-prone with hamstring issues. It was well known that he had overcome drug problems early in his career. He spent his first 2 NFL seasons with the Ravens and then was suspended the first 4 games of 2016 and the entire 2017 season for violating the league's substance abuse policy. In 12 games with the Giants, Waller was a shell of his former self. He caught 52 passes, 5. Well, I mean, yeah, but some of it, maybe it was a little bit of a shell. But I mean, it's like, what was he playing with? Right? I mean, we did have Saquon, right? But we didn't have no Malik. There wasn't, who was throwing him the football, right? Our offensive line stunk. Who were the other wide receivers around him? I mean, so he didn't have a lot to go with. You know what I mean? Now, if he was still playing with the Giants and we had Malik Nabers out there and we had Saquon Barkley in the backfield, he might be a heck of a lot more scarier, right? So, especially if we can get him to go down deep and Russell Wilson throw something deep to him, right? As he was missing time with yet another hamstring injury. After that season, Waller revealed that he experienced a very scary and serious medical issue that hospitalized him for nearly 4 days in November. Waller's retirement at the time saved the Giants $11.6 million on their salary cap. For 2 seasons, 2019, 2020, Waller was a star tight end with the Raiders, had 197 receptions, 2,311 yards receiving, and 12 touchdowns in those 2 seasons combined. Dolphins on Monday night traded tight end Jonnu Smith to the Steelers, opening a spot for Waller. So, I mean, it's once again, I wish the guy nothing but the best. You know what I mean? I said, especially such alcohol, drugs, whatever, I hope he never sniffs or looks at any ever again. And anybody, whatever. I mean, that's not an avenue you want to go down. It never ends good. So wish the guy nothing but the best. But after this season's over, Waller will totally be gone because his contract will be poof off the books. So, but I seen that on Facebook I thought it was a joke. I really thought it was a joke. I scroll on Facebook and all that, and Giants trade Darren Waller. Yeah, that's a good one. Who do they trade next? Lawrence Taylor? I'm like, yeah. Then I seen it like 2 other times, and I seen one at the top said, yeah, it was from hey, I'm Adam Schefter. I'm Adam Schefter. So it said from Adam Schefter, Giants trade Darren Waller. I'm like, what the? At least the Giants, right? We're not facing them, right? We're not facing them, so right. So that's a good thing, right?